And of course, your big thing in films so far has been Gran Torino, which you kept till last night, but it had to be there. Now, how did that come about? It was a two-stage process, really, wasn't it? Because there was another project first with Clint.
Yeah, it was a real. It came out of the blue, to be honest. I've been friends with Clint Eastwood for years now.
Who was here?
Yes, of course.
Did you overlap, or did you?
I didn't, but we see each other at festivals all over the world, to be honest. We played in Marseille last year together. So we've been friends for ages. He knows my brother. He knows my brother very well because he sang on one of his albums and wrote some songs for him. And his producer, Michael Stevens, we were just all friends, and it never really occurred to me that it would be an inroad to working with Clint at all, because he was just a mate. And I have a studio which I've now gotten rid of in Shepherd's Bush, and Kyle and his band used to rehearse down there when they were in town. He used to let them use it. And we were overlapping there one day, and Michael and Kyle were working on a song for a film called Grace Is Gone, which never came out over here, unfortunately, but it's a really good film. It's with John Cusack, and it's about a man whose wife goes to war and who dies in the war, and he has to tell his daughters that she's died. It's a very, very sad, brilliant film. And Clint didn't direct that, but he wrote the music for it. I think it was the Weinsteins trying to kind of give a very small film an extra bit of kind of press opportunity. So Clint, he kind of came up with an idea for a score, and Kyle and Michael kind of transcribed it into kind of more a film score sound. And then the idea was that he got his neighbour, but Clint's neighbour is Carol Bayer Sager, the lyricist, which is, of course it's his neighbour, you know. And she wrote some lyrics, and they gave the lyrics to Kyle and Michael and said, can you turn the score into a song? I happened to be in the studio on the day, and they said, look, they're talking about getting James Blunt to sing this. Could you help us put this into a song form, because that's kind of more my thing, I guess. So we kind of sat down at the piano and we worked it out, and they said, can we do a demo of it? We need to send it, we need to get it to James in the next couple of days. So I literally sat at the piano and kind of, we did this thing that we worked out, and I mean in the background you can hear me like turning the pages of the notepaper, and kind of, you can almost hear my neck kind of craning to kind of just work out exactly what I'm doing. We recorded it in one take and sent the MP3 off to Clint's office, and you know, the next morning I had a phone call, and it was, I want to use that in the movie. When he said that, I thought that but at this point I never met him. I thought he meant we're going to use you singing, which was already amazing. I didn't realise he meant I want to use that take.
That version?
Yeah, and he works like a jazz musician. He loves the freshness of the first take. And you know, to me, of course, it was full of mistakes, but in a way, there was a lot of truth to that. So that was Grace Is Gone. That got a Golden Globe nomination, the song, for the writers. And it was the year the Golden Globes got cancelled.
Oh, the writers' strike.
The writers' strike.
Yeah.
So I got a tux, everything. You know, it was elastic. I didn't get to go. And then so the next year, Clint asked me to do. Clint and Kyle asked me to do Gran Torino, and I was in Los Angeles again to play another concert. Sounds like I'm there all the time, like 3 times. Kyle brought me the script to my hotel. This is before the film was made, and I read the script. Kyle showed me the idea for the score that they had, and I just wrote the song and the lyrics.
And they sent you, didn't they, some thematic material?
Yes.
Which, to my ear, is surprisingly simple. Would you mind showing us just exactly what they did?
Well, was
this from Clint? Because Clint plays the piano too, doesn't he?
Clint does play the piano. It's this great, you know, isn't Clint a great musician? And actually, he is really musical, and he can play like blues and boogie woogie stuff. But really, his musical mind is very. It's straight from the heart. And so if he hears a melody, he says he hears the melody in his head while he looks through the camera lens. And this was the melody that he heard. He was and it was that simple. I mean, like in a way, it's like a kind of child's.
Well, it's so do-re-mi to me. I might feel sort of paralysed by that. You know, what can I do with that? Because it is so simple. But obviously,
to see.
Like the audience humming last night. The audience was very good last night.
They were very good, yes. Some of them asked to get paid at the end.
Yeah. But anyway, you didn't have any problem turning that into a hit.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of my only hit, actually. It's so funny. The whole process was so effortless. As I said, you know, I got together with Michael and Kyle at Clint Eastwood's guest house next to his house where Michael and Kyle work, and we got together and we put it together, and as I said, a week later it was done, and another week later we were recording it in Clint's house. So this is probably a cue for me to play it, right? With a hangover.
Better that way.
1, 2. Oh yeah, here we go. Realign all the stars above my head. The warning signs travel far. I drink instead. On my own, oh how I've known the battle scars and worn out beds. Gentle now, a tender breeze blows, whispers through the Gran Torino, whistling another tired song. Engines hum and bitter dreams grow, heart locked in the Gran Torino. It beats a lonely rhythm all night long. These streets are old, they shine with the things I've known, and breaks through the trees. They're sparkling. Your world is nothing more than all the tiny things you've left behind. So tenderly, your story is nothing more than what you see, what you've done or will become. Standing strong, you belong in your skin. Just wandering, gentle now, a tender breeze blows, whispers through the Gran Torino, whistling another tired song. Engines hum, bitter dreams grow, a heart locked in the Gran Torino. It beats a lonely rhythm all night long. May I be so bold and still need someone to hold that shudders my skin. They're sparkling. Your world is nothing more than all the tiny things you've left behind. So realign all the stars above my head. The warning signs travel far. I drink instead. On my own, oh how I've known the battle scars and worn out beds. Gentle now, a tender breeze blows, whispers through the Gran Torino, whistling another tired song. Engines hum and bitter dreams grow, heart locked in a Gran Torino. It beats a lonely rhythm all night long. It beats a lonely rhythm all night long. Beats a lonely rhythm all night long. It beats a lonely